What is this foolishness?
How many dreams can you shape in a minute, an hour?
The kind of clean you like best.
Lost 3 of my teeth, too. All right, sir, you lost. Next time you'll win.
Steamy, hot, hearty, delicious, invigorating.
Folks at home, how you doing tonight? I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday night. I know I am. You're in store for a great show tonight. We've got a special one lined up for you. I'm real excited, man. We've had some big guests on the show before. We've had celebrities. We've had athletes. We've had pro fishermen. Man, we've had big names on the show sitting right next to me. But tonight, this is a special one. This is the special father-son edition of Ike Live. And with that, I'd like to introduce my co-host, who happens to be the main guest tonight as well. My son, the one and only Vegas the Hammer. Vegas, how you doing tonight?
Good.
Good. I'm excited to have you on the show. I know you've popped in to Ike Live before. You've made little cameos, but tonight you're going to be the co-host, and I get to talk to you all night.
Well, that's cool.
Pretty excited?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So we're going to have a great conversation. Let me introduce the rest of the room, Vegas.
Okay.
Back in the booth tonight, we've got Pushing Buttons, of course, making the show possible. We've got two very special guys back there. Of course, the one and only Brian the Carpenter. Brian, how you doing?
Doing good, man.
I understand you had a terrific weekend with your son as well. You want to give us a couple highlights of that?
Yeah, we went down the campground with Logan. Had a good time. Little
Brian's Torquedo had some issues, or Brian's Ghost had some issues?
The Torquedo's ridiculously awesome.
Okay.
The trailer on the other hand.
The trailer. Okay.
Saturday I changed bearings in one tire, and today on the way home I caught a wicket pothole and ended up changing a tire.
It happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
So excited for that to happen.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. So.
Well, everything's okay, though.
Everything's good.
Okay.
I'm here.
Everything's good. Sitting next to Brian on the IMs tonight, the one and only Riz, a.k.a. Rizzo, in the house. Riz, how you doing?
What's going on?
Understand you had a big tournament today on the Delaware River. Now, was that more a tournament that you were trying to win, or are you just out there scouting around, getting a feel for what's going on?
So yesterday was the last leg of a trail, USA Bassin, that I fished with another local guy, Adam Satinoff. And yesterday we came in third for yesterday's event, but we won our divisional for the season. So we qualified to fish at Lake Chickamauga at the beginning of May next year. So there's
good time to be
hoping so. But also it was scouting for this coming weekend's awesome event on the Delaware.
Ike Foundation tournament coming up just about a week away. And last but not least, in the room tonight, doing a little bit of what do we call that, Brian? Videography?
Yes.
A little social media capturing. A little content capturing, the one and only Eric the intern. Eric, how you doing?
What up, my brothers? I'm doing good.
All right, Eric, multi-species expert, I want to call you. Doing a little damage on some other fish yesterday.
Yeah, I'd call it more hiking than fishing. But,
hiking, okay, but you did catch some other fish.
It's about the
trout.
experience. It's about the experience. It's all part of it.
All right, now you were wading in a stream.
Oh yeah, with the Ike Live shoes, might add.
Give me an approximate water temperature.
Pretty solid for that.
Give me an approximate water temperature there on the creek.
I don't think it was hitting 80, but it was definitely warmer than expected.
Wow.
You know, we're in August. We got high sun and a lot of warm weather recently, so that made the brown trout fishing a little bit difficult. But like I said, man, it's all about being out there.
All right. Well, the trouser trout can be tough.
Indeed.
Let me also let you know that in a couple minutes here, popping on the couch, I think also Vegas, I think your mom, Miss Becky, and your sister, Estella, are also going to be joining us here for a little support as well on the show. I'm excited. This is the father-son episode of Ike Live. talking to Vegas the Hammer here all night. Let me start by thanking the great sponsors, Vegas, that make this show possible. And you're early in your career. We're going to talk about this later. You're very early in your career, but already at 8, you have sponsors, and you know that there's an obligation tied to that, right?
Yep.
What's an obligation? What do you have to do for your sponsors? What's one of the things you have to do?
I have to make videos so
You have to make videos? Yep.
so more people come for them,
Right?
and I have to use their baits.
Look at that. More people come to the sponsor page,
Yeah.
and your job is to help sell baits or help sell product, right?
Yep.
So, and we have that right here at Ike Live as well. Of course, the presenting sponsor of Ike Live Vegas is Mystery Tackle Box. We're the only live podcast that does an unboxing. Tonight's going to be a very special father-son unboxing. We're going to get to open one up. We'll get to look at some new baits. It's going to be awesome. Also brought to you by Liquid Mayhem. Vegas, sense important. You notice me putting that Liquid Mayhem on baits all the time. You do it.
Yeah, I see you always do that.
You love it? Okay, go to Liquid Mayhem. It's a great scent. TH Marine. Dude, we're going to talk later, but last week at the last tournament, actually about 3 weeks ago, you got to cull for the very first time.
Yeah.
What did you use to put in the fish's mouth?
I use some of it's a clip, right?
It's a clip.
Okay.
Conservation Cull Clips by TH Marine, used by the one and only Vegas the Hammer. They're great. Flambeau Tackle Box, makers of great tackle storage systems. Real Snot, we carry a bottle of Real Snot in my big boat. We carry a bottle of Real Snot in Vegas's boat as well. Helps him make longer casts. Dr. Squatch, you see the bars of soap laying all over. Man, I'll tell you, Vegas, fishing can be stinky, bro. Man, we're stinking all the time. Dude, is that soap not the best?
I haven't used it, so I would say yes, but I don't know.
Okay,
yet.
that's good. Honesty. I've used it. The Dr. Squatch is unbelievable. Brought to you by Primal Urge Foods. Man, beef jerky in a box subscription service to your house once a month. Vegas, I want to let you know, Brian the Carpenter and Eric and I went fishing last week. Dude, we fished all day. Dude, we were jonesing when we got back in the truck for some food. Thank God Brian the Carpenter had a box of Primal Urge.
That's right.
Sitting right there in the passenger seat. We dogged it.
Wow.
Dude, we dogged that jerky, bro.
Keeps you right.
I mean, dogged it, bro.
So it was like, wait,
in there.
where did it go?
Dude, it all went in our bellies. I mean, I don't know. How many sticks are in there? We ate all the sticks. 10 sticks. We ate them all. It was unbelievable. Also brought to you by Founders. You see the big neon here. Amazing beer from Founders Brewery. Tonight, we've got a mix tonight of Founders All Day IPA, which is a solid one. And Brian the Carpenter's drinking a little Green Zebra back there, which is really, 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 really good as well. Let's see. Also brought to you by Tackle Warehouse. Everybody I know shops at Tackle Warehouse. Give them a try. Go to tacklewarehouse.com. I want to let you know if you're watching on Facebook tonight, and I hope you are. If not, if you're at IkeLive.com, that's great as well. But if you're at Facebook, if you like, share, and comment on this feed tonight, Brian, we're going to be giving the winner of the like, share, and comment contest a Ike Live gift bag. And, dude, it's loaded with all that stuff I just mentioned. Dr. Squatch, Flambeau, Liquid Mayhem, Real Snot. It's got a MTB. It's got a Tackle Warehouse. It's got G-Juice from TH in there. It's got loaded.
Empty cans of beer.
Empty cans of beer. Loaded with all stuff that is Ike Live sponsor items. So give it a try. We just had Miss Becky join us on the couch. Beck, how you doing? Good to see you tonight.
Hi, everybody.
Thought you were going to have a small daughter with you.
She chose not to be part of this.
Okay. She doesn't want to be on the show tonight.
No.
Okay, that's okay. Maybe.
I think she's asleep on her floor.
Okay.
Oh, so, really?
Yeah.
She's actually on the floor just sitting there.
She's asleep.
She's asleep. Okay.
Did you put her on her bed?
Nah.
All right. Well,
Beck, I had custom titles set up for you.
She forgot to take her shoes off.
Mom and daughter. She might come.
Wakes
Now
up.
Eric's the daughter.
I mean, come on, E.
Get in there, E.
There you go.
Get lost, E.
All right. So Eric, Brian's your daddy and Becky's your mom now. Come on.
Who said this?
We just said this. Look. Don't
Wait,
you see
now.
look at the resemblance. Don't you see that Becky and Eric?
No.
No, nothing.
Both of our hair is wet looking.
Yeah.
Mine, I just showered.
You got the quaff.
Eric's It's his style.
Exactly. It is exactly. Let me, Vegas, I want to remind everybody watching tonight on a Sunday, you are watching the special edition father-son show of Ike Live. We're going to be talking with Vegas the Hammer, who happens to be sitting in Mr. Pete Glusik's chair tonight. Let me start with this. Oh, before I get into that, Vegas, we always start the show by thanking very, very, very important people, and that's the military. We want to thank the men and women of all the branches of the military, veterans, active. They protect our freedom, so we want to thank those guys. Also want to thank policemen, firemen, EMT. Man, they keep us safe. They keep us things happening good. So want to give them a thank you. Want to look at that camera and say thank you to all those people?
Thank you.
Okay, that's awesome. Vegas, we're going to be talking about fishing tonight, but first I want to ask you the first question is, how does it feel to be in Pete Glusik's chair? Does it feel funny?
No, feels uncomfortable because I need to just, it feels much better.
It feels good when you lay back. All right, well, you can bring the mic to you. There you go. Now it feels better. Now, Pete's kind of a big dude. Did he leave a big dent in that chair? Are you like in a saddle or a hole over there?
No.
No, nothing. Okay.
A little.
A little. Okay.
Like a spawning dish.
It is a spawning dish.
Y'all are so
What?
mean.
I know, we are mean. All right, so Vegas, I want to jump right into it. I want to talk to you about, first thing I want to talk to you about is very, very important thing happened a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And if you look right here on this cooler, I see a little milkshake thing you've got there, but next to that milkshake thing, you've got a trophy. Tell me a little bit about that trophy. What is that trophy?
It's from my tournament.
Yep.
Do you want me to tell me?
Yeah, well, what is that? What place is that trophy?
Oh.
Look at that.
Oh, wait, lost.
A first place trophy.
You had to check.
Dude, so this is amazing because we're just a few weeks ago, probably about 2-3 weeks ago. Is that right, Mom?
Yeah.
You got to win your very first tournament. That's gotta be exciting.
Yeah, it is.
It's pretty awesome, right? Tell me a little bit about it. I mean, you've had a great season. You've had a great year so far. You've had you're fishing the New Jersey Bass Youth Nation League.
Yep.
You're fishing in the 8 to 14 division, so 8 years old to 14 years old.
Yep.
And you've had 3 tournaments so far this year. You had one on Assunpink, where you came in second.
Yep.
You had one on Merle Creek, where you came in third. But this one was really special because this one was on Schwartzwood, and you ended up winning this tournament, man.
Yep.
It's got to be. What did it feel like when you knew you won, when they announced you winning and gave you that trophy?
It was just, I was like, wow, just wow.
It's cool, isn't it? It's a good feeling, because I know you worked really hard to win. I want to let people know that you did a lot of stuff leading up to that tournament to try to put yourself in a position to win, right? Mm-hmm. What's one of the things you did leading up to that tournament? I kept seeing you. I would see you out in the shop every day working on your tackle. What else did you do?
Well, right now I'm trying to make a video for, what's it called again?
Oh, you want to jump right into the video for Torquedo?
Yep.
Oh, man. That's unbelievable. All right,
There you go.
We're going to talk about that in a second, but you really studied for this tournament on Schwartzwood. You did map study, okay?
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about the map study, because this is one of the coolest parts.
Well, when we practice, I was like, we're going to catch them here, but the next day we didn't catch them.
Yeah.
So I didn't think I was going to get that fall.
Right.
Because I thought I was just going to get like 2 fish and then.
Yeah.
But when we went to the bubbles, then caught 5 fish. I never thought I would get it.
All right.
Because we didn't. We caught some, like when we practiced, but we didn't catch one. We didn't catch some on that day.
Right. So that was. So let me just let everybody know too. In that tournament, that was your first 5-fish limit.
Yep.
It was the first time ever you caught a limit, and then you got to call. I think you called 3 times later in the day. Yeah.
Oh, I did?
Yeah. Remember you caught that little 12-incher. We got rid of that rat, and then you called 2 more times.
I did? I thought I only called once.
Nah, you called 3 times.
Well, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
That's okay. That's okay. A lot of times in MLF, I don't pay attention either. You might be able to rewind the tape and notice that. But here's what I want everybody to know, and I want you to go explain it a little more. So we did practice. Vegas had never been to Swartzwood. I had never been to Swartzwood. So together, we got in the John boat, and we started practicing. And the first fish of the day in practice, Vegas caught. And do you remember that first fish you caught? You caught it on a sandbar. And it was the funniest thing because I'm like throwing around out in the deep weeds, and Vegas was fishing a drop shot, and you threw up on sand. I could see the sand, and you caught the first one in practice.
Well, first, it was stuck a little, and then
stuck in the weeds.
I was like, it's just weeds. I'm just stuck, and then I was like, wait a minute, that's one. I was like, wow, I was tricking you, and I was like, wait, I'm not tricking you. This is actually a fish.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh. It's not a trick. I actually was tricking you.
Yeah.
But it was one.
Right. You were trying to play head games with me, but it was actually a fish.
Yep.
But here's the neat thing. So you caught that first one on a sandbar, and then later in the day, we found a sand bank. Remember that big bank had a lot of sand? It was a sand break.
Yep.
And we ended up getting, how many bites we have over there? Maybe like 3 or 4 bites. You had a real big one. I had a decent one. And then that's where we thought we were going to fish the tournament, right? And we had high hopes about that spot. We went there the first day of the tournament in the morning. We never caught one. We fished it really, really hard. We never caught one.
Yep.
And then we made a move to a bubbler.
Yep.
Tell me about that, because you found the bubbler. How did you find that bubbler spot? How did you find it?
First, I was like looking. I was like, is that a dock in the middle of the lake?
But you found it when you were at home.
Yeah.
What were you looking at? You were looking at an iPad?
Yeah, I was on my iPad looking at the lake. I was thinking if there was a couple spots like you were.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are those docks in the middle of the lake? And then I saw this rock. And I was like, that's something. But what's that?
Right.
And then you're like, you go closer because you can go closer.
Yeah.
And you're like, those are bubbles. I was like, oh. And then when we were coming in, you caught one, but I didn't think we were gonna catch.
Yeah.
Like anything.
We had a bite. We had one bite on it, and we came in because Mom was picking us up at 5. So we had to come in.
And you caught one. I didn't think we would catch one because that's only one.
Yeah.
But the next day we did catch one, and then.
Yeah. So the next day we go to the sand break. They don't bite. We're there for an hour. We don't catch a single one. And I was watching it. You were fishing it right too. You were fishing it slow. You were doing all the right stuff. Then we made the big run to the bubbler. And mom told me, she's like, the one thing you got to do with Vegas is you got to give them snack breaks. And I didn't give you a snack break, but on that run, I said, all right, you can go ahead and eat now.
Yeah.
Because we had about 20 minutes to go to get back across the lake to the bubblers. So, we're not doing anything anyway. So you ate your snack.
Yeah.
And then we got to the bubbler, and you caught your first smallmouth. Tell me a little bit about how you caught it, the bait, the technique, because I think it's interesting.
Well, I can fish a drop shot super good now because I was bored of it, and then I did it too many times, and then I'm like, woohoo, I like this thing so much.
You started to get the hang of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when did you get bored of it and hate it?
When you were fishing with Mom, you didn't like it. But then you started getting good at it.
Yeah, I was
Practice.
super bored. I was like, and then when I kept doing it too many times, I'm like, that's it. I like it so much.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
and
Now,
then,
here's what's interesting, I want everybody to know this. So, what I got to be I was your boat captain that day. I got to watch you. I got to net your fish. You had to do everything yourself. You worked the trolling motor. I couldn't cast for you. You did everything yourself.
yep.
But I was fun watching you because you would throw out near that bubbler, and there were actually 2 bubblers side by side.
Yeah,
And
I think there was 3 because there was like one next to it,
yeah.
or there was like a stick like covering, so it looked like 2.
Okay, so maybe there were 3, but there were a couple. And you started to learn the cast, which is really interesting. Like, when I'm fishing, I call it the line. Like, when I'm fishing and you learn that key cast. A lot of times it happens when you're offshore with a crankbait, and you like look at and you know that cast. After you caught that first one, I started watching you. You knew the cast to make. Like, you kept making that same cast. How did you know how to do that? Like, what triggered in your mind to keep making that same cast?
Well, I was like, maybe in there, like it's safe, so like no other fish can eat it. They were
Right.
like maybe it's somewhere that other fish can't go.
Yeah.
And then that's where the city is, and then that's when that's when
That's where their city's at.
Yeah.
That's where they live. It makes perfect sense. I
Like
mean,
you have to get careful in the city, and then when you get lost in the real city, somebody will take you. The bait got tooking,
yeah.
and then
I love it. I love the logic of an 8-year-old. It's unbelievable.
Okay.
So you'd put it in their city, and I would watch it, and you caught the first one, and dude, I tell you, I was excited. I was shaking. Remember how bad I was shaking?
Yeah,
Dude, I was more nervous than you because I didn't want to mess it up after you had it hooked. We caught that first one. Dude, it was a big relief because you always want to catch something. You always want to come in at
actually, it
once.
was out of the city.
It was out? That one was out of the city?
Yeah, I cast it near the bubble,
Yeah.
and then I got to a part where it's the edge, and then
Like an eddy. The
Yeah.
edge of that current. Yeah.
Mhm,
And that's where you had to bite.
where it could have got stuck
Yeah.
in the pipe where
Yeah.
it bubbles out.
Yeah.
And then one decided to get it before it went out of the before it went in the pipe.
Right.
It was trying to save it, but it actually wasn't. It was just-
Right, but that current was important.
Yeah.
That current was important.
Mhm.
So here's the other thing I want to ask you about, and then I want to make a mention of that spot.
Yep.
I watched you when you'd throw it out there. You'd let it sink to the bottom, and we got used to watching your fishing braid.
Yeah, line coming out.
Right, your line coming out of your reel, and
And
then it stops. Right, and what's that mean when the line stops?
It's good. Then you can
hit-
just
right, it's hit the bottom, right?
Yep, you can do your stuff.
Right. So then I would watch and you would do a good job of you'd shake it and you'd lift up. But then I'd watch you get a bite and you would stop.
I would wait a little.
You'd wait a little. Tell me about that cuz I think there's probably a lot of young kids watching right now that are 8 to 10 to 12 to 50 that are not good at catching them on drop shot.
Well, actually, it's super hard for the fish because it's the line is going where the bubble goes in, and the fish doesn't have the time to suck it in, so takes time for
Right.
it, and I have to move it so it doesn't get stuck.
Right. But
And then-
you would wait a little. He would
Uh-huh.
eat it and then you would wait. I'd watch you lean a little bit, let him get it.
He would taste it. He would think about it, and then he would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And by the way, you were using Berkeley Max Scent, which I think helped a little bit, right?
You put that on?
Yep, you were using Max Scent. The flavor, I
Oh.
think, helped. All right, now I do want to make
And
a
how
mention.
deep was it?
So it was the area that you fished, Vegas, was 32
Yeah, I
to
thought it was.
22 feet deep.
Wow.
That's super deep, dude.
Yeah, for us.
Dude, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like the thing that blows me away is, bro, I think about a lot of our early fishing and Cressy's, Compton's, Almanesson, a lot of these places we'd hit at his age or a little older.
Yeah.
Dude, we weren't doing any of that stuff.
No.
These places were dump holes that were 0 to 5 feet, if that.
Still fishing them.
Yeah, still fishing them. But that blows me away, that aspect of it, because 20 to 30 foot when I was 8 years old seemed like the abyss. It seemed so, I couldn't even I couldn't put my hands around fishing that.
Yeah.
And you took to it pretty well.
Yep.
Did that deep water not intimidate you at all? You weren't scared or intimidated
No,
by it?
I don't even think about it. I'm like, I have to catch a fish. And then once I catch those 2 fish,
Right.
I'm super excited. I'm viewing it fast. I'm not even paying attention.
Yeah.
It's that deep because.
Right, because now you're just
yeah,
into it. You're
I'm super excited that I'm not even worrying anymore about
Yeah.
how deep it is.
Wow. All right. And I do have to mention this too, real quick. That Schwartzwood, Vegas and I had never been there. We did map research. Vegas found the bubblers on the map, and Eric, the intern, who had fished there before. I always run some stuff past him, especially those North Jersey lakes. And I said, Eric, can you just give me an idea of what to do? And he gave me some great ideas. And I said, man, I said, Vegas found these bubblers on satellite image. You ever catch them on those bubblers? Eric was like, nah, man, they ain't no good. Nah, I ain't never caught a fish on them bubblers. But Vegas, you win on the bubblers. Yes. Good job. Busting the myths of E. All right, let me remind everybody, if you've got a question or a comment, man, we want to hear from you. Hit us up on the IM right there next to your screen. They could also send the comments to Vegas through social media.
Cool.
Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Ike Live Show. Let me jump back a little. This is going to be weird. I'm gonna say this to you, Mom. This is going to be weird because a lot of fishermen we interview, I ask them a couple of these same questions. And I feel like it's important for me to ask you this, even though you're only 8 years old. Okay? What's your first memory of fishing? You have a memory? What's your first memory of a rod and a reel, casting or fishing? You're 8 years old. Do you have a memory of the first time you ever fished or cast a rod and reel?
Well, when I was a baby, I know what it is, but I liked it because it like moved. It didn't break. It was just floppy, and then I started to get the hang of it, how to cast.
Yeah.
Then went to spin wheels, and now I'm on bait cast. Yeah, it just like it was super cool for me. It was like super cool.
Yeah.
That it was like something like a toy I could play with, and then.
Dude, that blows me away, and I want to highlight that because early on, and you're 8, so you can remember back to when you were 2 or 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
Just the art of casting, not even catching fish, just casting the rod and reel. That was fun to you. Like you liked it, dude.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing that you can get hooked on something that early.
Well, when I was a baby, I didn't know what it was, but I didn't know I would go. So when I grew, I was like, Dad, what is this? And then you taught me.
So you didn't even know what it was. You just thought it was like a toy. You were just having fun with it.
I was like
learning.
I thought it was like something you whip a horse with.
Oh! Thought it was something you whip a horse with.
It was like
Shout out to Kevin Worth, an old jockey fishing BASS, who whipped his horse with that rod as well.
I'm like, of course, that's what it is. And then you're like, no, it's a wad. And I was like, what's a wad? And then you taught me, and then I was like,
Dude,
what if you want to go out in the lake? What if I want to cast all the way over there? And then you taught me what a boat was.
Yeah.
And then I know how to control it. I know how to cast.
Yeah. So, but it all started with a rod and reel and just casting.
Yeah.
Dude, that's amazing. If people are watching tonight, mothers, fathers, uncles, cousins, getting a kid involved fishing doesn't necessarily mean catching fish. Dude, buy him a rod and reel. Get him a combo. Let him cast. I really think that's what hooked you on fishing early on.
Yeah.
It wasn't catching fish, because you didn't catch a fish when you were 2 or 3. It was just that rod casting. That's pretty awesome, man. I'm proud of you for that.
Yeah, but Vegas had an obsession with the rod and reels because we got him one of those little ice fishing ones that are what,
It's an ice fishing rod, yeah.
2.5 feet, and it had the spinning reel on it.
Spinning reel.
So he'd open the bail and cast into every puddle we came across.
Casting in puddles. That's crazy.
Yeah, I would know that.
Yeah.
We never got far if there were puddles on the ground. Most kids like stomped through puddles. Vegas had to stop and like cast in every puddle.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Flipping puddles.
That's great. Yeah, we got some from already coming through.
Yeah, we got a question for you, Mr. Vegas.
First question.
What's the setup that you were using when you were catching those smallmouth? What kind of rod and reel?
I don't know. I forget.
Okay, I can help you. So it was a spinning rod and reel.
Yeah, I know it was a spinning rod.
Yep. And it was a Revo X.
Yeah,
Abu Garcia.
That's the part I need.
Yeah.
Memo-wise.
Yeah.
Because I don't.
Yep. So it's a spinning rod. It was an Abu Garcia Revo X.
I know it's a spin rod.
Yep. And it was, if I'm correct, it was a 610 spinning rod.
610.
610. And
Leaning
it had.
on 'em, boy.
Yep. It had a 10-pound Berkeley X5 braid to a fluorocarbon leader tied to it. You were using a 1/4 ounce VMC tungsten weight.
Yep.
And you're using the Berkeley Max scent.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, that long rod, I think you handle it really well. So he's got 4 rods in his boat right now. He's got
I thought I had 5. Like you got me that new one.
I did get you new one, but at that tournament you had 4 rods. You had from 6 foot up to that 610 was your longest rod. And a 6.6 you use a lot. That's one of the size you like a lot. But that particular rod was a 610 rod, and it was it light or was it heavy? What was the action?
It was super light, but the bottom is like I can. It's
The bottom of the rod's strong, but the top of it is whippy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's light.
It's light.
It's like well, the lighter ones it's like harder for me to cast, but like the heavier ones it's like easier.
Right.
Because lighter is like
Yeah.
it comes out, but it doesn't really go out all the way, and then it's hard to say.
Right. I got you.
It's
Okay.
confusing.
That was a good one. We got another question.
Yeah, we got another one from Chad in Canada, and he knows that the most of the crew in the studio is probably drinking beer, but he wants to know, Vegas, what are you drinking, and are they a sponsor?
No.
Vegas, what are you drinking?
What are you drinking tonight?
Pediasure.
Pediasure. Vegas is rocking the Pediasure tonight.
Do you have future goals of acquiring them for sponsorship?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You like them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say yeah.
All right.
Everything.
So hold. Here's. I'm gonna teach you how to do it. Okay. So hold the product. So grab your Pediasure. Label out. Make sure the label's out so everybody can see the label. Okay. You're looking at that camera right there. Remember, that's the camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
You already taught me.
All right. So here's how it goes. I'm gonna do it, and then you imitate me. Okay. So here it goes. So this is how you want to acquire a sponsor. Label out. You go. I love the taste of Founders.
What?
Okay, maybe not
Okay.
quite like that.
All right, so
Your
now,
own version.
all right, so your
Vegas.
own version of that. So now you're going to open it, label out, open it, take a drink, and then look at that camera and say something about the product, why you like it. Okay, you ready?
Wait, drink it.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Now look at that camera. Hold the product out.
Yeah.
Say why you like it. Look at the camera while you're talking.
Because it makes me grow.
Ah!
Is that what?
Because it makes you grow.
Yeah.
There you have it. Now you're on your way to getting a sponsorship from Pediasure.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, dude, you never know. The world is such a small place, Vegas.
Yep.
There's a good chance someone that works for Pediasure is watching right now.
Charles is calling him as we
Charles is
speak.
calling him right now. There's a good
As he
chance. So that's a great job, and you were honest. One of the things about sponsorships, you were honest. You said why do you like it? Tastes good and it helps you grow. There you have it.
Great work,
Great for
Vegas.
Pediasure.
Great work.
It's awesome. I want to. We talked about your early beginnings of fishing, and I love that story of casting. Got you involved in it and started that love for the sport. But there's a lot of kids watching right now that are your age that are watching the show.
Oh, cool.
If you could tell them something about why fishing is fun to you, let's imagine there's 10 kids that are your age that they haven't fished yet, they haven't tried it.
Well, actually, it's hard to do. It's like first you play with it,
Right.
and you tell your dad. Well, you have to like go on Google and like see how
Watch-
your dad knows how to do it,
Right.
and then
Or your
keep
mom.
going.
Right. Or your mom, yeah. But what is it about fishing that you love? Tell. So for people that don't fish, kids that don't fish or are watching, what is it about fishing that you really like?
Well, I like when you move it because, when you move it, it looks actually super cool. But when it's underwater, it's like it's boring. But like when the floodgate goes back forth, that looks super cool. So I'm wondering how it does that.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if something's there
Yeah.
that's making it do that,
Yeah.
or it's just like doing it on its own.
Right. I know exactly what you're saying. I'm gonna
It's like a little toy.
Yeah, I want to dissect it. So you like the puzzle, right? You
Yeah.
throw a bait out. You have to learn how to work it. You get to watch it like a frog on the top, and then something eats it, and then you set the hook, and then the fight. The fight's got to be fun too, right? Fighting those fish.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's actually like a game like you have to like do the right things to get one, and
Right.
then if you do it, you get one, and then like the first step,
the drag.
tighten.
Yeah.
Second, cast, and then reel, and then once you get off that, you just stop.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
And then or if it's a drop shot, you could let it out again, like cast it, let it out, and then you're wheeling. And then you have to let it out again, and it's like a game, sort of. It's like
a game. Yeah. Fishing's like a game. It's like a puzzle, and that's fun. All right, I do want to. If I didn't do this, people would be mad at me, so I do have to do this. Brian Carpenter, let's get a close up of Vegas. Vegas, you gotta show everybody your hook set because your name is Vegas the Hammer, and you have a pretty vicious hook set. So on the count of 3, I want you to pretend you can even close your eyes if you want. I want you to pretend you have a big one that's biting it, and he's gone away with it. And I want to see your hook set, okay?
Okay.
On a count of 3.
I'm just gonna cast.
Throw it out there. Throw it out there. Work it a little bit. Yeah, there you go. All right. Right. Okay. Yep. All right. Now shake it a little bit. Okay. Oh, now all of a sudden, he bit it. And he's swimming away with it. Ready? What do you do? Good. Yeah! Wow! Did you see that?
Wow.
Unbelievable back.
Cliff Crochet wishes he had that hook set.
What? What do you mean?
Cliff Crochet. Who is Cliff Crochet? The crazy baby?
No. That's what I say because it's funny. But it's funny to me. It's not.
I think it's funny. You call Cliff Crochet the crazy baby instead of the Cajun baby.
Because it sounds like crazy. What's it called?
Crazy baby?
No.
Cajun baby.
Cajun baby. That sounds like crazy baby, and it makes it looks like it's super funny to say that.
Yeah.
Like.
Who are some of your other pros on tour that you like?
Pete. What do you call Pete?
Pete Lucas.
Pete Lucas.
That's his last name.
Yeah, Pete Lucas. I'm Pete Lucas.
Super Pete.
Itches. Itches.
Itches. What?
I'm Pete Lucas. What about Ish Monroe?
No, I don't know what.
What about John Cruz?
Johnny Cruz?
Yeah, Johnny.
Okay.
Uncle Johnny. What about Takahiro? Tio. Takahiro.
Tio. Hey, you're saying names that I don't even know.
Oh, you know Tio.
You know, and you call him Taco Hero.
Yeah, that's
every time you see his rig come through.
Taco Hero.
Taco Hero.
Takahiro. Okay, so I want to change gears here a little bit, Vegas, and talk to you about your boat. And it was pretty neat to see you. We did a little boat build project for you.
Yeah.
And you've been really, really amazing and responsible with that boat. You want to walk everybody through, tell everybody a little bit about your boat and the rig and all that and what you got there?
What do you mean? Like go through like what's on it?
Yeah, talk about what's on it. Yeah.
Alright, so there's a ram mount, there was 2 motors, there was what's it called? There's a bilge pump. There was something that sucks water in
live well, the intake for the live well?
Yep. And
what kind of boat is it? It's a Coleman Crawdad, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. There's a hydrowave count.
Hydrowave counts. TH Marine.
What
Shout out to TH Marine.
What about Lance? The Lance.
Lawrence depth finder?
Yeah, the Lance depth finder and yeah. There's a cup holder.
Cup holder. You got a seat on there.
What's that called when you put all the baits on it? When you put all those baits.
Oh,
like
it's
a
got
magnet?
it's got the. That's a TH product as well. It's the.
That little magnetic strip thing.
It's the. Yeah, I don't know the name of it, but yeah. Beck, let me. Since you're sitting on the couch, what do you think about all this? Because I know the reality of tournament fishing, and to get a kid involved, Vegas is 8. Do you have mixed emotions about letting him get involved in this sport, or are you all good with it?
No, I have moments. No, I want him to go after and do whatever it is that he wants to do, and clearly this is not his dad setting him up to go fishing. I mean, he's had a love of fishing for forever and wants to go fishing.
Yeah.
I mean, I fished with him the first 2 events, so I mean, it's a family thing. He enjoys fishing, and as long as he enjoys it, then he can keep doing it. But the moment he doesn't want to do it, then he doesn't fish anymore.
Yeah.
No, that's no way.
Own personal.
He said there's no way.
No, there's no way out. Because I did I did all 8 years. There was no way. If I haven't, like if I did like for 4 years and I liked it still, I guess I would pick a different one. But since I still do it, there was no way I'm changing.
Okay.
All right, now, Mom did bring something up that I want to talk about. This is pretty big. You mentioned it. Your first 2 tournaments. You had your tournament on Assunpink and your first tournament on Merrill Creek. Mom was your boat captain.
Yeah.
How was that? Tell me about that. Was that awesome to have Mom as your boat captain?
Yep, it was less sinking than you.
Less sinking? You mean I said because I'm a bigger guy, I'm like a little heavier and fatter, so I sink the boat more. All right, but Mom did a good job as your boat captain.
Yeah, she got my wheels ready when I got snagged. When I got snagged, she helped me.
Help you retie?
And then when I got, what's that called? When like a bunch of line just comes.
Oh, when you get like a bird's nest?
Yeah. The backlash. Yeah.
Yeah, backlash goes like.
How did Mom do netting your fish when you had a fish hooked?
It was perfect. I was like, there's no way.
Wow, Mom did good, huh?
Yep. She's better than you.
Ah!
I'm not done.
Oh, now the other thing.
I thought you. I was like, why are you shaking the net? Stop shaking the net.
I was nervous.
You're like,
I was nervous. I swear to you, I was so nervous, man. Every time you'd hook one, I don't know. I'd get very excited for you.
you would worry.
I would not worry, but I wanted to make sure that I didn't do anything. I wanted to do everything to help you, you know, because I can't really do a lot back there. The only thing I'm allowed to do really is net the fish. That's my one job, you know. So I wanted to do a good job of netting them for you, you know. But fishing with Mom was cool, right?
Yeah.
She gave you a snack break, couple snack breaks during the day. Now
I only had like one with you.
All right, now I do want to. You only had one with me.
Yeah, I'm sure I had. Because all you did, you got the water, you just put it in my mouth, and I'm still.
Dude,
Hurry up, Vegas.
I'm not getting into it.
Vegas, chug this whole water quick.
Dude, I swear. Dude, it's the funniest thing. I felt like I was the guy, the trainer in the ring. I was the trainer.
You can do this.
Yeah, because dude, I didn't want to give him a break. We were on the bubbler and things were happening good. I didn't want him to stop. I know how fickle those smallmouth are. So he's up there. I could tell he's sweating. He's hot, dude. I can see the sweat coming off his brow. So I just get the water. And as he's fishing, I put it up to his mouth and feed it to him. Just like he's like a boxer, and I'm feeding him water. And
he could have drank the water himself.
No, because that's a second that he takes his hand off the reel.
Oh my!
And dude,
God.
so he's got the bottle, and I'm putting the bottle to his mouth, and it's spilling down his face.
Well, why'd you put Gatorade in?
I did it with Gatorade, and then he has a bottle.
Sticky. It's so sticky.
And then you got the water bottle that has a sprayer on it. And so he's fishing, and I'm spraying him. I'm trying to keep him.
And then my eyes, I can't see. I'm like,
your eyes are burning. Dude, Vegas, I know I told you this, and I want to tell you again.
Yeah.
In that last tournament, I got to be your boat captain. I was so proud of you for catching fish. But I was more proud of you for staying focused the whole day. Because when we got to that bubbler, they were biting. They bit good for a couple hours, and then it fell off, and then it got tough. But, dude, I was proud of you. You focused. You stayed focused. You stayed concentrating to the very end, to a couple minutes left, and you never gave up. And I'm proud of you for that, bud. You did good.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you for
That's
that,
awesome.
man.
and
Good
then
job,
my
Vegas.
motor started went out, and I had to put on 5. Like,
The motor?
yeah.
Yeah, to get back, you had to put on 5. And heavy back is... we cut it close, as usual. Got to teach him early how to fish every minute. All right, so Mom, you shared the boat with Vegas as his captain. Are there any moments that stood out to you? I mean, it was a great experience. I'm glad I was out on tour. I was at MLF events, and you got to pick up the slack. And it's interesting because you said you were the first mom. The New Jersey Bass Youth Nation said you were the first mom, first lady to be a boat captain. That's got to feel good.
Yeah. I mean, but there's definitely like a lot of looks and kind of like who are you? What are you doing out here? You know? So
Yeah.
Did you wear that dress?
I do. I always wear this on a boat.
Okay.
But no, I mean I was nervous because
Yeah.
I'd never.
You didn't shake. You didn't shake the bass.
You're right. I didn't shake, but I have to be honest. I was nervous because I'd never really fished tournaments either. I mean,
Yeah.
I've fished on the boat, but I've never really fished tournaments, so I don't know all the kind of rules or etiquette. Like I can launch you, and I kind of know the peripheral, but never actually like taken off with everyone and
Yeah.
had to fish the tournament.
Yeah.
I mean, I did that once ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Being the first one out there,
yeah. So
gang.
I just want to make sure I didn't mess it up for him.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Because he's 8, and they clearly expect the parents to know what to do.
Right.
You know,
Right.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, but no, it was good. I mean, I was nervous that first fish, like, but and he caught one, and we landed it. We were excited.
That's
So
awesome.
it was all good. It was all good. There was the day that we lost fish. I definitely called Mike and told him that he was never tournament fishing.
Yeah,
I
the
was
downs,
like, I was
the
like,
ups
I
and the
hate
downs.
tournament fishing.
The ups and the downs of tournament fishing.
We're not putting him in this. He's out.
It's
But we're still here.
It's awesome.
Hey.
It's awesome. Vegas, I got to give you credit for something though. And
What?
you know, they say you pass a lot of traits down to your children, like a lot of things. And you know, there are definitely things I think that you have that I pass down to you.
Oh, you mean that boat?
Well, not the boat. I was well, the boat. Yeah, the boat for sure. I did pass that down to you. I was talking more things like you know, genetics, like fishing ability, the ability to think, the ability. The one thing that you have that I didn't give to you, and I'm so glad you don't have it, is you stay calm. Like I've seen you lose big fish. Yes, I've seen you lose fish. You break them off. They jump off. They get off the hook. Dude, you just shake it off.
I'm like, dang it, and then I'm like, wait, hold on. I'm like, hold on. He's still jumping.
Yeah.
I can cast.
So he's still out there. Like that, I love that, Vegas, that you can just...
But sometimes he doesn't have a bite.
No.
It doesn't really matter. I mean,
No, but I
well,
like
if
that
you're
you don't get mad. I like that you don't get mad when you lose
I mean, if
one.
you're in a tournament, I guess, like, you would get a little mad.
Yeah.
But if you're, like, fishing...
Just make
and
another
you
cast,
lose
right?
one, you're like, come on, man, and you get mad. It's like that's like no reason. It's your lake.
Yeah.
And then like you're not fishing like a lake that you don't know a cost that you would lose on. And
Right.
well,
That's
if you
good.
had a bad hook, like
Right.
like a hook that you used for years, like a hook that never came off,
Right.
like a hook that you had this one hook that was perfect.
The special hook?
And then it breaks, and you're like, dang it, man.
Yeah. That's like Brian the Carpenter. He's only got like a couple hooks in his whole boat.
He does?
He's had them since the top rod days. So I know Brian can relate to that.
This is a lot.
You know what's really kind of cool though about kids fishing, like especially as adults, we study so much like how to fish and the technique and where they live, that I think you almost can overthink it sometimes. Where kids, like there's this innate thing that happens. Like he was talking about, they were in the city. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's this like crazy innate kind of connection with nature that they have that they haven't grown out of yet.
Yeah.
Like they haven't overthought it yet.
Yeah.
Because he can just go out and catch fish, and then when you ask him something like that, like the logic is very like simple, and it totally makes sense the way that they say it, and it's not like it's pretty cool.
It is really cool.
Kids can do that.
It's really cool.
With he said safety in the one, like the fish feel safe in that spot.
Yeah. Because
so
of the current.
it's so
like,
obvious,
like,
but for an adult, it's like it's too simple.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Like Eric that blew past the bubbler his whole life. Never made a cast on it.
And there you go. It's down. He's down. Don't get him. Oh, my.
Well, we just gave that spot away. The bubbler will never be the same.
It won't.
Maybe go talk about the guy that was on it when you rolled up.
Oh yeah. So there,
Oh my gosh, she had tons of rods.
yeah, there was actually a guy that we got to the bubbler, and he was on the one side of the bubbler. He had a pontoon boat, and he had
7 rods, I think.
I think he had 4 or 5 rods out, which I think pretty sure is illegal. And
You're supposed to have 2, right?
I think
One
you only have
person-
2 at the most. He was one guy in a boat.
In that one of those fishing in one of the MF tournaments, he had one heel. Like,
In the MLF tournament, you're allowed to use 2 rods once each period. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But anyway, so that guy was catching some.
Vegas knows more about MLF than I do.
I know.
What I do?
That's crazy. But that guy was catching some. The guy was using live bait. He had live herring. And what did we keep talking about? We saw him catch some.
Yeah.
But we didn't let it bother us because what were you focusing in on?
Catching fish.
Catching fish, the controllables, right? You were focused in on what you were doing, what you could do.
Because actually, when the fish gets it, and then when the person lets it go, it's like the same. It's like when the same fish bites it, like it's like called it's hard to explain. Like you tell the person if do you have this, and then it's like go fish, and then you bite one of the baits, and then it's and then it
well, you just kept doing what you were doing, which I liked. I like that. I like that you didn't let the other guy freak you out. He was freaking me out more than he was freaking you out.
Why freak you out?
Nah, it wasn't freaking me out. It was just, when there's a live bait guy involved.
Because Daddy gets irritable.
I get irritable, but you did a great job. You did a great job.
Like the cops would call and say, "Did you do this too?"
The cops.
Like
the cops.
Here's your ticket, and then the cop's like, "Oh, did you do it too?"
Yeah.
Cop goes like,
yeah, sort of like Lee Simon and Diana.
What?
Yeah. So I do want to talk about something real quick too.
We've never been pulled.
Vegas. I want to change topics here. How did you get so good at driving the boat? Brian the Carpenter, jump in here. Riz, Eric the intern, if you want to hop in. We got to fish a Thursday nighter the other night with Vegas. Mm-hmm. We rushed back. We made it. Vegas and I fished together as a team. It was an awesome experience because that was the first tournament we fished together where we could both fish and catch fish.
That's too cool.
But we launched. I launched you. I parked the truck. But at the end of the night, I had to pull you out. Mm-hmm. And
that was so hard because
it was dark.
We have a black truck.
We have a black truck.
It's like what are those lights?
Right.
You never see it.
You never saw it. But the guys I saw were amazed that you were out there and you could control that boat. You're so good at handling that boat.
I'm like,
how did you do? How did you learn how to handle that boat so well?
It's
practice, or how did you?
Vegas, you did better than 85% of the tournament field every weekend in South Jersey.
Well, actually, it was just obvious for me because, your model, it's tricky because it's like...
The foot control is tricky,
Yeah.
But the hand control, you have it.
That's obvious. The hand control is obvious.
Right. But you put it right on the trailer. I backed in. You put it right on the bunks. It was perfectly straight.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
It's good.
It's unbelievable.
I thought playing it on the whole time would make it go up, but no.
Yeah.
I guess I would need a faster motor, not a taquito, but something just a little faster.
All right,
put it on there.
That actually happened the first tournament we went to because I stuck him on the boat and launched him in, and he's the littlest guy out there. So everyone's like, "Does he need help? Does he do you need us to grab?"
He's doing his own thing.
No, he's got it. Don't worry.
So you just backed him in and let him float on a.
Yeah. I'm like, "Hi, people! I'm crashing into the."
But we talked about it. And I said, "Come back and get me." And we determined, I can't remember if that was the dock or the shore. Can't remember which tournament that was. But we figured out where he'd get me.
No, I crashed onto the shore.
To the beach.
Yeah, I crashed on there. I couldn't get.
Yeah.
All right. Now I do want to talk about something. So your boat, you got a nice boat. Your boat's tricked out. But you're excited about this new product that you're getting. So
what? My new what's that?
You're getting something new. Now listen to me.
Why am I getting new?
Listen to me for a second.
Okay.
We fished a Thursday nighter the other night, and there was one other boat that was faster than your boat. Who was that?
Brian the Carpenter and this guy named Eric.
Brian the Carpenter and this guy named Eric. They had a faster boat. But what did they have on the back of their boat that made their boat the fastest boat in South Jersey?
I'm gonna say it wrong. Taquito.
Torquedo. That's
Perfect.
right. You said it
Yes.
right. Yeah, Torquedo. Now, I know that you really liked that Torquedo since the first time you saw it. You got to see it on the 4th of July out at the
Yep.
sandbar party. You saw how fast
Yeah.
that motor gets. And you had a really good email come
Yep.
the other day from Torquedo that said they would like to sponsor you and put one on the back of your boat. What, are you pretty excited about that?
Yep.
Well, tell me about it.
What do I say?
I mean, are you stoked? You potentially could be
Yay.
the fastest boat in South Jersey now.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be fat. I'm gonna be like Eric and Brian. I'm gonna be like, we were so fast.
I like it. Okay, so you're excited about
Yep.
the Torquedo coming,
Yep.
and you're going to put it on the back. It's a Torquedo portable. It's their portable model. It's
Yep.
3 horse.
Wow.
Very exciting. It's going to be
Yes.
3 horse?
3 horsepower. It's going to move that
Oh,
boat
he's
really
gonna-
good.
What's yours?
A 5.
Okay.
Yeah,
But that 3 horse on his boat.
light boat.
I think
yeah.
it can go like 9 miles an hour.
Speaking
Oh,
of that,
he's gonna
What?
cost us.
next Thursday night is
What?
at Cooper River, so
Wait, you mean
guys
I'm
could
gonna
be in
go? I'm gonna go
Haddonfield
faster
5.
than I'm gonna go faster than Brian and Eric.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a good possibility that
yeah.
that you may go faster than Brian and Eric.
Oh, no.
If you make
It's
sure
not a
that Dad doesn't
possibility.
put too many plastics in the boat.
Yeah, it's gonna be way faster.
Dad, how much plastics do you put in my?
I don't know. It's going to be fast, bro. You might have flames coming out of the back of your
Oh
boat.
my
You're gonna be
god.
doing so fast.
Yeah, no, thank you.
You might be doing a Papa Wheelie. Like, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. All right, so let's continue to talk. You have
Yep.
one tournament left. You
Oh,
have
I know.
one tournament left. It's this coming Sunday. It's the day after the Ike Foundation tournament. You have a tournament back on Merrill Creek. It's a place you fished. This is your championship event. Are you excited?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts? What are your feelings going into this last event? Feel good about it? You confident?
Yeah, it's just. Are you gonna tie it good? Oh, cool. Okay, yay! So, what do you mean?
I think he said, "Are you going to tie it good?"
I'm going to tie everything. Oh,
Tie it good. I thought he said diet. I don't know what he said.
I know. So let's give the backstory on
What?
this. Let's give the backstory. So last time you fished Merrill
Yeah.
Creek,
I don't want to hear it.
you had a couple fish. You had a couple fish come off.
I was sabotaged.
You had a couple fish break off because they broke at the knot. But I was honestly partially my fault, partially Mom's fault, partially your fault.
I'm not taking any fault in this.
Because
My
the
fault.
fish broke at the knot that tied the braid to the fluorocarbon.
Yep.
And it's my fault because I tied all those leaders, but
Yeah.
you were fishing around rock, you started breaking them off, and Mommy retied them for you but didn't tie the right knot. But here's the great part to the story.
You can't tie the right knot if no one teaches you.
Right,
the right knot.
right. No one teaches it. But now
So
you
you
know
have
how
to,
to
like-
tie it.
Yeah,
You know how to
but-
tie the uni to uni.
He totally could have won that event. 'cause
Yeah.
We had multiple smallmouth, like big smallmouth
Good
on,
ones.
and
Full
they
and full.
snapped off. It was very sad.
Good ones. All
But
right.
here's the part that you left out. So Vegas had a second, a third, and a first, which made him the AOI leader.
Are you
What?
telling me Vegas won Angler of the Year this year in New Jersey Youth Nation?
Vegas did. win.
Hey, Vegas!
Wow.
Angler of the Year this year with a first, second, and a third.
What? Where?
Great job.
So the top 4 kids in AOI standings get to go to the state championship, which is the event that you're talking
Wait,
about.
Back at Merrill.
Back
so,
at Merrill.
So it's like, so you mean like this chart that has like first, second, third.
Yeah, the chart.
Yeah.
You ended up first in points.
I guess we didn't tell
Ooh,
him.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wow. He's finding out for the first time. He won Angler of the Year tonight
We're
on
really
Ike
good
Live.
parents. We told
Wow.
him. Sorry, bud.
Wow.
By the way.
Finally.
Yeah. Well, you won Angler of the Year.
Hey,
Yeah.
finally, you just it's your rookie season. Finally.
Oh my
I
gosh.
don't get it.
Finally, it took 5 tournaments.
I can imagine Van Dam was like this after he won like this 5th one. He's just like, yeah, whatever.
Finally.
Finally, whatever. Finally, I won my 5th one. Whatever.
That's actually a little funny though.
Yeah, I think so. All right, so you're going to have a chance,
Yeah.
your championship event, you're going to have a chance
Yeah.
for revenge at Merrill Creek. You're going to have a chance to have a little revenge on this fish. You got to be excited. You got to be pumped up about it.
Does that mean I'm gonna punch the lake? Or,
No, I mean, are you
like,
excited?
"Ooh, I'm gonna catch one
Yeah.
soon.
So do you
later,
wanna tell him what's
an
on the
hour."
line?
Yeah. Oh, so
Oh, I get money?
No.
Cool.
no money. There's no
Aw.
money. No, it's just you're gonna just go out and do your
You
best.
just get to go out and try to get another first.
Yeah.
So there's no money on the line?
No money on the line.
Aw.
No, but you did when you won first place. You did
kid's
win
going
something.
No, I did get.
You did get
I-
money.
Yeah, I
what did
know
you win?
that. Yeah.
What was it?
Where'd you get a gift card to?
Oh, Dex.
Dick's Sporting Goods. How much was the gift card for?
25.
$25.
Yeah.
$25. You
There
won
you go.
$25.
You did.
It's your first prize.
And we went shopping, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a good finish.
Dad
Maybe I
didn't
should
take it.
have left
And we
it.
did. We missed the money
Yeah.
by one spot, the Thursday nighter.
You outfished us.
What? We did? How?
You did.
298 with 2 fish. We missed the money by one spot. Vegas, let's do this. Let's Brian Carpenter, you want to do any more questions? You want to do anything? You want to take a small break and we'll come back and do MTV unboxing? What are you thinking?
Yep.
Boxing? We're boxing?
Unboxing.
Oh,
We're
I was
going to
like,
unbox that.
Wait, what are we boxing? I'm out of here for boxing.
All right.
Like, it's boxing.
Yeah. All right. We're going to take a little break.
All right, let's do this.
All right. We're going to take a little break. Listen to me. Hang in there. This is going to be a short Ike Live tonight, but hang in there. When we come back, we're going to be talking a little bit more to Vegas to Hammer. We'll be talking a little bit about my James River win. We're going to do an MTB unboxing. And last but not least, we're going to get Miss Rebecca to talk about all the amazing Ike Foundation events happening this coming week. It's going to be an amazing week for youth fishing and the Ike Foundation. So hang in there with us when we come back. More of the Father-Son Special, Ike Live.
Dr. Squatch Natural Soap. When we say it lathers, it f***ing lathers.
You deserve glorious lather. Take the lather challenge for yourself today.
4.5-inch drop shot worm. Bama bug. Finesse jig, PB&J. Give me something hard. Hey, KVD here. I didn't always know this much about fishing. It's a 4-aught EWG worm hook. In fact, there was a time when I couldn't tell the difference between a jerkbait and a stickbait. But then I signed up for Mystery Tackle Box, the original monthly tackle subscription. And now I know more about fishing than I do about calculus.
And he knows a lot about calculus.
Plus, I get amazing extras like free fishing magazines. October 2016. Featured article, 4 places to throw a frog. Exclusive decals. Zombie bass. And how-to videos for all the great baits I receive. How to tune a crankbait. Is that underwater footage I smell?
I got goosebumps.
So if you're looking to develop enhanced fishing abilities like me, or you just like getting new tackle every month, go to mysterytacklebox.com and get your box today. Ooh, live minnows. Is it lunchtime already? Nature's candy. Oh. Is he in my pocket?
This time of year, I definitely recommend putting a little bit of this on your soft plastics too. There he is. Another one. Next cast. And that would be number 6. I'm addicted. I'll admit it. I'm straight addicted.
This might be bigger.
You think so?
Yeah. Feels bigger. I haven't even seen this thing yet. It doesn't want to come up. Don't break me off the rocks.
Oh, it's a... Oh!
7-incher.
He caught it. Oh my god, that's such a healthy fish. Look at this size. Put a little liquid mayhem on your crappie jig, and look where the stripers get it. You can't even see it, man. That might be a keeper.